Hello, Grandview teachers. I am now going to show you how to import that course content that we saved from last semester into your empty course shells for this school year. So, as you can see here, I've got a bunch of course tiles, and if I go into my unpublished courses on my dashboard, I have my Chemistry 1 course, and it's completely empty. So what I want to do is pull in all of the content from first semester last year that I taught into this so that I don't have to rebuild this course. That's the easiest way to do this. And if you followed my video from the end of last year, you should have saved all of that in your Google Drive. So I'm going to pick up where we left off at the end of last year. So I'm going to go into my drive. I'm going to find that folder where I saved the content, which is in the Canvas courses. And it's one of those weird file types that we can't actually open anywhere except for Canvas. And all I'm going to do is find the one that's Chemistry 1, Semester 1. Hopefully you renamed them. And I'm going to right click and choose Download. So you want to download it back onto your computer outside of Google Drive. So right click, Download. Once it's downloaded to your computer, you're going to go back into Canvas, into your empty course shell for this current school year. And on the right-hand side, there's a button that says Import Existing Content. You're going to click on that. And in the content type, you are going to choose Canvas Course Export Package. You're going to choose File. And we're going to go to Downloads. And scroll through until you see the download that is named after the one that we just downloaded. So mine was called Chem 1 Semester 1. So I'm going to click on that and click Open. From here, you can choose two different options. You can import every single item from Chemistry 1 Semester 1, or you can choose to pick and choose what you want from Semester 1 of Chemistry 1. I'm going to go ahead and import all content, and you'll probably want to adjust the events and due dates. So make sure you check mark that box. And I would probably go ahead and remove the due dates because you don't know what you want to set the due dates to. So I would go ahead and remove dates and hit import. So now you can see it's in the queue. It is processing. So you can leave this screen while it's working and go in and do your other imports for your other courses if you teach more than one prep. So you don't have to wait here while it's running, but we will do that in the meantime. We'll just sit and wait. Okay, and depending on how much content you have in the course, this time that it takes to complete will vary. It's going to tell you how many issues there were with content, so you can click on this link, and usually it's going to be issues with links in your content, so you can click on each of those and it will take you to the page where the issues are. So this isn't my course. I didn't build this quiz, so I can't really tell what the issue is, but it tells me that there's an assessment question that has an issue. So I would probably want to look at this entire assessment and redo it because there's obviously an issue with some content missing here, as you can tell. So also with this page, there's this teacher retired at the end of last year, so congratulations to her, but that's probably the link not working anymore because her email is no longer active. So there are some issues with links that would need to be corrected. That's just a warning page saying, hey, this doesn't work. But now when I go to the home page on this course, the home page is filled in, all of my modules are filled in, they are published, so you will want to go in and unpublish any of the modules that are further on in the semester because obviously you don't want kids to work ahead. So you'll want to unpublish anything that you don't want kids to see for later on. So make sure you go in and unpublish any assignments, any modules, anything like that that's later on in the semester. because it's going to import everything and publish it in the state that it was when you exported, if that makes sense. The other option for importing your content, I just want to quickly show you. When you're on this screen and you've chosen your import file, you have that second option to select specific content. If you choose to do that, I just want to quickly show you what that looks like. So it will do the same process where it runs the content, but instead of importing everything, you get this button on the right to select content. And then you can go through and choose if you want to import the course settings. You just put a check mark by that. You click these arrows to do the drop downs to choose which units you want to import. If you want to only import specific assignments, you can click the little drop down arrows and check mark which assignments you want to import. If you don't want to import all of your quizzes but only specific ones, you can do that. Same with announcements. So this gives you a little bit more control over what you specifically would like to import. This might be nice if you're importing something from another teacher. So if a different teacher taught the course last year and they've shared their file with you, but you don't want to import, for example, their announcements, but you want to import their assignments and their modules and not their announcements, you can do that way. You can put a check mark by quizzes, a check mark by assignments, a check mark by modules, but not their announcements. And you want to build your own homepage, you just hit select content and it will queue it up the same way. It will run it, but it won't import anything that you didn't put a check mark by. So that's an option as well.